Good morning, everybody. Gwenda Lambert here, day 17 of 2024. Look at that sunrise. I love it. And I'm out here in my park. Yes, I need to dress in layers, but today I'm going to start a little series about different kinds of grief. Because while this channel and my little walkie-talkies are going to be about connection, I'm going to show you how the two of them intersect. So, one of the first significant types of losses or grief is, I'm going to call it the leaving on a jet plane. Because when I was 15, my father was Australian. He's the only one that came here. And when I was 15, my cousin Narelle came with my grandmother Gwenda to visit. She was here for 3 weeks. At that time in my life, we got to know each other really well. And this is really because the only other cousins that came to visit were like, oh, you guys are so much alike. And these 3 weeks, I really felt seen and heard around her. And that was really important for me at that time in my life. And because of that, when she was leaving, oh, there's a picture of me with my tear-stained face and with my lovely family telling me, oh, stop your crying, that kind of stuff. So this is a situation where grief, which is the end of or change in a familiar pattern of behavior, even if it's only 3 weeks, that was the end of having somebody that was sleeping in my room, that we had deep conversations with, and somebody who I didn't know at the time. I didn't know that I would ever see her again. And she ended up being a very important relationship in my life. So let's look at that. We go away for like a trek. We plan for some 6-week vacation where we're trekking all over the world, right? We're going backpacking. We go to places we never thought. It was a big dream. And then when you come home, it's like, oh, well. So that's where grief comes from. That is grief. It's just that we normally associate it with death or something like that. But that's not the case. So then let's flip it at anything to do with a jet plane. So you're coming home from that and you're like, oh my God, I'm a different person now. But we don't grieve that as such. Maybe you do. Share in the comments how you ritualize the end of something that was important to you. I know I've talked to people about they plan a big retreat or a big event through work or in their business. And then at the end, they take time to ritualize what that became to them. So again, with the traveling, we spend a lot of time, especially if you have family elsewhere. And in the case of moving here, maybe you came as a child, the whole family is leaving a support system for what they believe is a better life or a different experience or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But sometimes things that happen when we're children, we don't really process. And it comes out instead, maybe at the death of a parent. And that's why we associate this grief with death. So any thoughts on this? I'm going to continue for probably the next 10 days before I launch my Navigate the Void series, and I'll be telling you more about that. And yeah, this one's a little bit longer. It's probably going to go on YouTube as well. But I am going to do each of these a different kind of grief because I've had many experiences and I want to be able to show you how that might affect you. Okay, much love. Have a great day.